YouTube, you see, we back at it. Okay. So basically, once again, what you always do before cutting the client, is combing through the hair. So, I started off taking it down with my one guard all the way closed. That's just a good length that I like to have it. All right, this is me talking to my client to see if he wanted his C cup, I should say. The C cup is this area that I just pointed out right here. And I believe he said he did want the C cup, but he didn't want it all. So that I will structure the fade as a mid-drop fade, I should say. So as you can see right here, we're just putting in our bald line. I did speed this up because this is just pretty straightforward. Took my liners, balled it out directly under it. And that's actually something I started doing because it's easier to take that bottom line out compared to putting it in with your liners because you know your liners are set closer than your actual clippers. So why make double work for yourself? That's all it is. Just make sure to clean up all the hair behind the ear and everything. All right, so right here, I'm putting in my first guideline. And like I always say, this is me building my foundation. I blend up. Well, I do a mixture of blending up and blending down at the same time. You'll see what I'm talking about here shortly. All right, so this one, I put it in real time. So you can actually see how much time I actually take focusing on this part of the blend. I think I did this one, for approximately, I want to say 2 minutes. I spent 2 minutes on the bottom part of the blend because that's the most important part of the blend. Because if you fade like me or have the endeavors of attempting or striving to fade like me, this is what I do. This is how I take care of my fades. So we just gonna ride that out so we can see how we really do it. And then I also slowed down this part so you can actually see my how I work my lever system. See, just calm down everything, get everything back to where it naturally lies. Also, I'm gonna do a video on which is better to fade with, combs or brushes. I think that'll be a good one. All right, so boom, right here, I threw on my 2 guard, and we're gonna speed that up because at this point you're just blending down. So I'm taking my 2 guard all the way up to the top, so I can. So at that point, I'm blending down, essentially thinning out the hair each time I come down. I threw on my 1 guard, and I went up about the same amount of distance that I did at the bottom part of the blend. And then when I throw my guards on, I use the same lever system that I did working on the bottom blend. Right here, reliable. Throwing it on with that 0 guard, or half guard as Wall likes to call them. You gotta excuse my phone case because I know it's time for another one. So right here, it is my half guard. I'm just taking it right between that 1 and the 2 guard that I took all the way up. Because as you see, I don't like just working the blend all the way down like that. I'm not just gonna go 2 guard, 1.5 guard, 1 guard, 0 guard. Yes, you can do it, but to me that just takes too much time. So for my 2 guard, I go straight to my 1, down to my 0, back up to my 1.5, just to connect it. All right, so right here, you can see I'm doing my lineup, and you can see I'm at the very tips of it, the very edge. I started in the middle, and I started breaking my way into the left. I got a close-up on it so you can actually see that I'm letting the left side of my blade lead me to that side, not the middle of the blade. Now, as you can see right in the corner, it's a slight little dip. But right here, turn the head, angle that clipper up, boom. You see, 90 degrees. Then another thing, I actually picked this up from a barber I was watching, and he was saying start with the front lineup and the C cup if you're gonna have it. And the reason why, it'll tell you how your bar should be angled. So you see how the lineup is already there. Right here, you're just taking off them excess hairs, and boom, look at it, look at it, look at it. It's crazy. Comb the hairs back out, tap the line. And as you can see, there was no pushback. And be advised, this is with no enhancement. You see how it's coming out. But you already know, I did use enhancement. It was like right here. I just didn't record me doing it. But you hit it with the razor. All those edges. Now, I really didn't apply too much pressure on the razor because, as you can see, his skin was already starting to turn red in regards to my liners. So I might have to set them back just a little bit. Use the corner of the blade. Stretch that skin down and go on down. Stretch it on over. See that shirt in the background? It says licensed barber. But now the top of it says HBCU, educated. Bottom of it, licensed barber. So just know, we coming with that fire. So just know, here on the show, I'm gonna show you 2 different perspectives, not just from the aspect of barbering. That edge all the way down. And that's the video.